you got the date right. Congratulations. That's Trace to the Sorrentus and YNK. I am your caster slash host. I was about to say host, but I am doing the commentary. My name's Machine. We have got Sponge, otherwise known as Spoonge. I think that's how you pronounce it in Australia, but we are into our pistol and FaZe starting off on the defensive side. I'm excited to see more FaZe Counter-Strike, Chad. I did enjoy seeing these names once again in a competitive game. It has always been quite demoralizing to see such a star-studded roster falling flat throughout the majority of 2020.
Yeah, well, in-game leader, it seems to have inspired a few of these players to go back to their form of older years. Hasn't
it? You know, the power of Carrigan. He must. It's obviously a big part of, you know, his enjoyment of the game is developing and monitoring these stars as they do continue to realize their potential. We are into the 60-second mark. Hampus wants to dip his toe into the B pond. Shows presence, dips out.
Yeah, and Carrigan holds on to his nades there. So we got Carrigan and Cold.
Ooh, Rain's rocking a real tiny little crosshair on my screen. It's a cute little yellow one. Trying to put it on the heads of Rez. He's got some pressure though. Jump will give him info. He's got Brokey alongside, and the bomb's coming along here, Chan.
Yeah, this looks like it will be an A. Well, they're trying to show the bomb and fall back here. So showing the bomb towards long. Now they're dropping on back. Over towards this B bomb site where the nades are. Hampus taking some fights, not going to get any damage done. And the double nades, well, they're coming in way too early.
They are way too early. Could have done a lot more damage, but here they come. They are in the right place. Carrigan trying to get into the site. Smoke's a little late. Into the site they go. Cold missing his shots. The bomb not yet across. Plopsky is. Rez finally drawing blood. Here. It's going to be a lot of frags in a very short space of time here. And just like that, NIP have found themselves the pistol.
Oh, man. That felt like FaZe had everything they needed to deny that, right? They used those nades way too early to get the timing coming up. Sandbag of short, you have no vision. They were just trying to catch it with the audible. They could have been used to deny the plant.
Gosh.
NIP, they get the pistol.
Good point on the deny the plant as well. Like, time was sensitive.
Well, that's why you have those players in swing, right? Because we've seen this before, that you have your early warning systems over towards A. You can spot, rotate over. Okay, we hear the plant, double nades, denied. It all goes to chaos. Same can be done over towards B. That slow pace from NIP, and this is a map that we have watched them play a little bit, and they're very, very thorough. Even back when Twist was on the roster, we were talking about when they get into the A bomb site, how they, you know, get full control of the site, they get bank control, they clear everything out.
Phased Eagles, though.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
seen these ones bang, and his scout has connected. It's Brokey. Doesn't have to take too much damage either, just a slight graze on the cheek. Down to 95. He wants a re-peek, he can. Hard shot just above the rock, and Twist with his deagle for a double peek special. They're still long, he says. Spots ahead, backing away. ZTR up party, Nork on his progress as well. Rain and Twist to be tested here. They've got the people in the right place, but there's the distraction. Ooh. A quick conversion. Rain does catch Nork as his head is turned. And they've even managed to bolster this defense in toilets quite considerably. Carrigan's joined the party here.
They have to be scared long, right? That scout's still on the side.
Yeah, which might channel them into the stack. Good damage inflicted. I think they're going to be pulling the ripcord and getting out of there.
I think this forward pressure from FaZe is trying to pressure them back in towards the B bomb site where Cold is currently with a smoke over on barrels, but they're just standing tall, NIP, in the bathrooms now, weaseling their way up.
Okay, they'll do this dry. Another clean headshot from one of these deagles, and things can really go awry. 30 seconds, Plopsky vulnerable to a one-tap here. Rain's timed this to perfection. He knows the smoke's got to be thrown. It's a clean headshot. One more will do. ZTR's gone. Rez is 2. And with their powers combined, it puts Hampus into a dire situation. The bomb is loose. He's got 15 seconds. He's got multiple targets. And FaZe, another successful second round force buy.
And Rain, he is one of the players, right, who maybe lost himself for a little while there within the FaZe roster. Having someone to believe in, or even something to believe in, Carrigan probably bringing a whole new direction. Feels like it's inspired Rain to play some of that old Counter-Strike we all love and remember from him.
I can imagine it being the differentiating factor though, right? Like, when you're as gifted as he is and done it as long as he has, when you don't have the belief and the faith that you can contend at the level that you believe you can as a team, I mean, that would take some of the juice out of my tank as well.
Yeah, people might think I'm putting it on a bit thick, but I mean more so with the direction of just in the server as well, right? Having somebody whose calls, and you wake up every day for practice and you know what you're working on, you know what you're trying to achieve.
Here goes Cold Zera. That's his first, but very quickly shut down. The wall bang a bit sketchy from Carrigan. Twist, careful now. Dicing with death. They surge into the site. He's dealt with that. Shouldn't be too many more issues. ZTR is into the site. Deagle and a chance. Misses his shot. He won't get many more of those. Rotates coming in. Plopsky provides. Keeping it competitive here, Nip. They pushed all of their chips into the center of the table, so they cannot afford to fold.
Oh, Plopsky.
Yeah, folds Brokey's body in two. Dropped into the site. This is so winnable. Plopsky's already found all of the frags
ace.
so far. Yeah, ace clutch, and he's not far off it. Carrigan bails himself out of trouble. And FaZe Clan, well, they weather the storm. Looks like they will have a moment's respite here in round 4.
Plopsky has, in the past, been an absolute monster on Overpass for NIP. It was a Virtus Pro game. I think he had 26 kills or something in the first half on the T side. He's what kept them afloat back over in Katowice. And already, Brokey's getting fired up Monday morning.
Get your coffee, get your Counter-Strike. Start your day off right.
Oh, the Glocks are out, and NIP don't have a lot to offer in here. Bit of a flub nade.
Yeah, I won't be remembering that one.
Yeah, that's not a lineup we want you to use at home. Cold's found Hampus, and Hampus is a name, while he's dead, we should talk about him a lot, because if the chips are down and the general strategies aren't working for NIP, look to Hampus as the playmaker for the team. Now, it's becoming more and more the case with a lot of squads where the in-game leader, think about Alexi, think about Carrigan in certain teams. When they're not getting the penetration onto sites they want, they just send the in-game leader in to do it.
Quick quiz, everybody. How many balloons are at party?
Oh, use the hashtag ESL Pro League to let us know.
Let us know.
My answer, or?
I'm interested to know your answer. I'll give everyone the full round.
Okay.
But you're getting a couple of sneak peeks. You can count. Count quickly if you don't know. Every time Brokey moves his mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Come on, Rush. We're trying to play a game here. You just showed everybody at home the balloon.
Well,
Sorry, guys.
Jason Kaplan gave me that pop quiz yesterday, and I just looked at him like, I'm sorry, mate. No, I've played the map. I have. I promise. I just
Didn't count the balloons.
didn't count the balloons. It wasn't on my priority list.
Oh, how about this one? Where is the wheelbarrow in the map? Let us know.
Oh, it's probably on a roof somewhere.
Hashtag ESL Pro League. Go around, fly around,
Find it.
screenshot it.
And
tag
welcome
us.
to Cold Zera's Smoke Tutorials. Gonna be giving you a special one here. Ooh, flying that one out. Not gonna be seeing the default monster smoke out of him, but as it flies through the sky, it blooms as the stop smoke for Brokey's aggressive push. But he does gobble up a flash, and that makes him vulnerable to this re-peek. Oh, he's in a touch of trouble. The smoke might aid his escape, but he's chosen to stick around. Orc is hunting him, and that is his first victim found. Down, though, to just 5 HP for the rest of this one. Far from over for the NIP boys, but they've taken down the initial CT aggression.
And now they can put the brakes on here. Minute 25 left on the clock. They've dealt with their aggro and FaZe. They need to retool and rejig to see how they want to defend. Right now, 2 players very silently making their way up the stairs. Silently running. Haha.
Do you know how the timing shapes up? I want to watch. If Cold throws that smoke again, I'm actually interested to see if Tease can beat it, because there's a reason we molly it instead of smoke it.
They did both. They mollied it and they put the smoke on top, and that is to contain them down towards the ramp. It's meant to allow Brokey to go for a pick. So we might see that one again, and we could highlight it. I'm getting my skybox up. I'm a little bit late.
Because, you know, we've seen teams actually double molly. So where ZTR is now, we've seen one land there and there. Thank you, ZTR.
Yeah, maybe we can catch it on the replay, or maybe I'm quick enough into the skybox.
Yeah, let you fiddle around with that while I watch this one shape up. 40 seconds. Man advantage is lost. Rain's decided. Beheaded. 1. Hampus has fallen. Plopsky can change things. Catches Rain unawares. Bombs heading towards B. Carrigan passive. Called the contingency on the other side of the map. There's no util here on Carrigan, so it'll have to be the bullets. Util starting to indicate he's got a lot to contend with. He's got an incendiary on Cold. If he could deny the default spot, that might make things really awkward for Nip. That's Nork low with the bomb. He won't be able to plant if they drop the bottle of flame. Too late now. Too late now. It's too deep. That could have even denied. Now it's awkward. Very uncomfortable for FaZe. Twists alongside for Cold. Barrel spotted. 5 HP. ZTR, they know where all 3 are. They have the info, but that's the first step. The second is the difficult one, and Nork makes his 5 HP sing. Connects into another. Cold does manage to make it costly, finding 1, but just begging ZTR to give him the fight. Plopsky taking his time. Finds more. Another multi-kill round from Plopsky. And incredibly close. The finest margin separating the 2 here.
I was able to grab the skybox of what you were asking for there. So check this one out. I've highlighted the area with my cube.
Nice cube. Well, it's not a cube, is it? It's a square.
So there's the molly, and there's the smoke that lands directly on top of it. And that is meant to deny access, right? So you can see there that this one is much deeper. Traditionally, that molly would be around this area, and you'd see the one over towards playground as well. So this is trying to contain to allow an aggressive pick.
He just got caught out because Rez and Nork immediately ran through that one.
My draw tool needs some work. That wasn't great. We'll work on it.
There's always room for improvement, otherwise life is boring.
Yanko has a touch screen. I only have a mouse. Brokey with a deagle. Already seen what the Deagles can do in this game. Rez is taking a bit of a fight, a bit of a biff. Will Molly to contain towards Underpass, and there's pressure from both sides.
Yes, the setup. Rain just gets executed, but it's very short-lived. The celebrations are cut short. The confetti swept under the rug by Brokey. Bomb long, Hampus returns. The door is blown off. It does really reduce the element of surprise he can have here because Short has been fully pushed. Twists may even, and that's what Hampus is holding for. Have a chance here. Oh, great shooting and preemptive aim. Gives NIP the advantage once again. Just Carrigan this time. He always seems to be on the right side.
He needs more than that.
Yeah, not enough legwork done by Carrigan. Takes one down on the long aggress, but Rez and Nork heading into the site. The rotate late. It'll be loud, it'll be heard.
Cold's going noisy while Brokey's put the brakes on. They know that he still could be around that short area.
It basically enables them to have a 2-on-2. You know, Hampus is going to have to worry about that flank, and therefore, by having one player hold his walk key, they do have a fair fight. After plant, favors Nip. Spots one. Oh, he's hit the shots necessary.
Doable now.
It's huge, because Rez on Optimus is the last real issue.
No kit.
They have a smoke grenade, but they don't have a kit. This needs to come quick. Rez bides his time, strikes while the iron is hot. And now awkward for Cold Zera. He'd have to go for the 10-second ninja. Smoke's not ideal. He has to accept his fate there. Hampus not going to let that one slip away.
Hampus will get the round out.
Another close one, though.
Yeah, oh, he doesn't want the AWP. Just could it? Yep, nah.
One sec. Yeah, hold on. Yep. Okay.
There it is. Okay. Saves the AWP. NIP out of drama. As FaZe will take a timeout off of that. And most of the time in those situations, like a 2-on-3, would say, yeah, they should be saving. Well, that opening kill that Brokey was able to get is what facilitated them going for that round. Still difficult to do. And without that defuse kit, a tall task. But there was a chance to keep NIP's money honest right there and win back control of the economy in the early stages. But now, with the timeout, FaZe clan, they probably have to take a save.
Can we do a player crosshair eco? Is that possible, Rushley?
Yes, sure.
Oh, love that, love that.
You can see Cold smoke there. He wanted it to just trickle over the top of the dice box and land in front. That'll give him a chance to fake it, jump on up, be very, very awkward. But time was the problem with no kit, and this time it will just be Cold's saved rifle. Whose crosshair are you most interested in, Alex?
Well, this one's pretty close to what I was working on in the lab, actually. I've been trying to move into the yellow lifestyle. I've thrown an outline on it because my eyes just can't differentiate. I was playing Dust 2 the other day and I just got really mad because I couldn't see people.
Rain's is tiny.
This is what I'm saying. Look at that.
He's not using native res, surely.
Everyone's living
nice.
this. Yeah, that's kind of pretty. It's a bit. It's like a Nico crosshair with a dot. Carrigan, of course.
Vintage.
Yeah. Gets a little wider as you get smarter. So the FaZe clan Fraggy boys all have a very similar crosshair, and you could look at the Swedes here. We've got Plopsky rocking that red, no less. A little bit of a personality flair. There are a couple of people here with giant crosshairs now, feeling pretty self-conscious about their own.
It's okay, guys.
It's all about personal preference.
Yeah, whatever you want to have.
Just because the really good guys all have small crosshairs doesn't mean your giant mammoth crosshair isn't cool.
Now, I would recommend everybody at home goes into their settings, CSL, that's ESL.
Try again.
Let's try this again. CL _ crosshair gap _ use weapon value. Set that to 1, and you're going to hate your time, but I enjoy it.
Is that the one that makes your crosshair different depending on the weapon?
Yeah.
I like the other one I tried recently where it's like your gun shifts left to right with the spray.
Okay.
Rush knows what that one's called. Cold's got a nice little pop flash, jump on up, and oh, he's found one. Knocked off his boost. They're managing to make this costly. Twist with just his USP. Rain's even failed defeat.
Now.
Yeah, this gets really difficult. Don't go down, Rain. Survival integral.
20 seconds.
Cold lurking in the smoke. Hampus wants to spray it. He's using the bin to great success as it fades. Cold, the dink. Not enough. But Rain has managed to get the bomb loose once again. No ZTR plants it. And I'm afraid, Rain, yes, you're great, but this is a duel that does not favor you by any way, shape, or form. Bomb down, no kit, no armor, no health. You'd have to find the element of surprise onto ZTR, who admittedly is now clearing long, and AWP retrieve, which does change things.
Not known to be a AWPer is Rain.
No, I think he's got like 5 career AWP kills.
Oh, dear.
It's not planted for ZTR.
Time, though.
Oh, doesn't hear it. Wanted to check for Bank. There you have it. A clutch from the new kid on the block for the Ninjas. He's been having a rough go of things after a stunning debut. So going to be looking to just regain some of that control. I expect volatility when you're a youngster and you're joining a squad as fabled as NIP.
Yeah, I think that the vocal minority, or at least those who post on the internet, not too impressed with the performances of ZTR at the moment, but you have to consider a few things, one of which you just mentioned, inexperience. The other is the fact that if they're winning, and they weren't winning before, maybe he's adding something to the team that isn't kills. Now,
I can't perceive them in an easy-to-digest screen.
And I can't perceive them either, because I'm not in the TeamSpeak, but Brokey, he's definitely made Hampus say something in TeamSpeak. Opening kill, Orps on B.
They're still going for it. All right, Cold, what you got, mate? He's fully flashed, in trouble now, as ETR provides. Need another, though. Karragan's on the site. Wow, FaZe do seem to get their pieces in the right place fast. Plopsky, great bait. Draws the shot, confirms Bridge is a threat. Short is smoke, the bomb on the site. It is just deathmatch now. And that man advantage has got a little bigger. The gap extended by Twists. Oh, they know where they are. He saw Nork's shadow, even heard the shot. They won't let him get away with this one. Yeah, it could be the Nork special. They're all going to give him a little bit of a chance. Let's see if they can double peek and make it as safe as possible. Brokey.
One more at least.
One more required just to keep those guns on the rebuy. Keep FaZe honest. Look at this aggressive move. Rain's holding the walk up. All right, 4-4. Keeping it down the middle.
Yeah, back and forth affair here. Obviously favoring NIP in terms of the early stage on the T side of their map choice. They get themselves 6-7 rounds. That's a lot. That is a lot of rounds to be working with here. I just went and had a look at, because I'm very interested in this. I know when we checked, it was probably this time last year we were talking about Rain and the lack of prowess in the AWP. He's not an AWPer, right? So that's why when we say not known to be an AWPer, seeing him with it in his hands, even picking it up is a little bit awkward. In the last 12 months, he's had 9 AWP kills. So he's maybe saving it a bit more, Alex. Maybe getting a couple more save kills with that AWP. So we have a double AWP set up now. Cold on B, Brokey on A. Passive stuff from NIP again, seeing if there's any aggression. Plopsky gets to work through that connector. Clears that one out.
I wonder if there's a gentleman's agreement to not use those ridiculous new mollies.
I still did. I said I was going to look into it. I didn't actually check it. Before I speak about it with any conviction, I'm going to have to go and watch the video.
Yeah. I'll link you there's someone that just basically saw the bug and then went running around the maps and experimenting. Lots of really game-changing stuff, and the fact that none of the pros are doing it makes me suspect that it's just hey lads, let's play the game we know.
Yeah, and I think even still, if they get asked, or if there is, I'm assuming here, making a lot of assumptions, that the TOs would hopefully reach out and breach that topic. Now, this is going to be an explosion. There's a flash and a smoke, and a lot of damage with that nade.
That's on the hero, and then they smoke it straight through the smoke, but Brokey misses. That's an important one. Hits his second onto ZTR, now playing hot potato with the AK. It's very short-lived. Just Plopsky's AK, and there's very little impact felt. Scavenging is complete. Double AWPs for the 10th, and NIP will be reinvesting into the 11th. So, starting to see the FaZe Clan lead extend just a little bit. Keep it clean. There is potential to get overrun and have an awkward retake, but when it's only Glocks, I can't see the world where that bomb goes down.
Yeah, it's a hard one here for NIP, and with the force buy not paying off, should have to swallow the bitter pill, take the save. A plant would be great. A couple of kills would be nice to go along with it.
Hey, future pros.
Now, so they're heading through connector with 3 of them here. A couple over towards sewer and backyard of B. And Twist has got an easy one there. So through the smoke they fall. Now, if we're interested to take a look at this CT-sided setup for FaZe, because it is still early days, this is the second time they've played this map since Karragan has rejoined the FaZe banner. They played it over in Katowice against Furia. They won that one 16-14, and they lost just the other day against Vitality 16-12. Obviously, the Zywoo clutch is making life very difficult. But look at the setup here. So we have Cold Dura and Twist as the B-side anchors. They're the 2 main guys over towards B, and then you have Brokey and Rain. Speaking of Brokey, this shot nade comes through. How many is he going to get? Just 1. All right, AWP's picked up. Plopsky, okay. What do you got?
If Plopsky hits another AWP shot, we have reason to be a little concerned, but I think... Oh, they got the plant!
Great plant.
ZTR just takes matters into his own hands. He's even got a frag before he falls. And that's dream scenario for NIP. They've done a lot with a little.
Very, very good round, all things considered. Getting the bomb down as well as 2 kills. That reinvestment, it's not going to hurt as much because they have saved that second AWP, but Karrigan's going to be feeling a little bit rough right there. But yeah, Karrigan is the swingman, and he will be the individual who determines where FaZe will be strong. You know, what type of call is he looking at? Am I going to lean over towards B within the early stages? Am I going to set them up towards A? And that's what you like doing as an in-game leader, right? Especially if you can feel out the game well and you know where the stack's going to be. You can just call these CT setups, make sure everything is how you want it. There we go, Karrigan lobbing a smoke over towards B. Quickly down he goes. Brokey and Rain forward through the toilets, and NIP. Oh, it's just Hampus selling a bit of a beat.
Oh, he's not deterred by his early shortcomings, is Brokey. He's brought the aggression again, but it seems as he dips his toe, realizes it may just be a touch too warm.
Oh, tucking Rain in late behind the tree. There's
Brokey to bait, bro. Yeah, this seems like a perfect setup. Reminiscent of the train bait and switch on inner. Brokey takes the shot. Rain readies himself for war. They were ready this time. The Swedes find him. First blood drawn by the ninjas. And this is an integral one. They've got the lurk. ZTR holding mid. Hampus containing monster. This is everything you desire for a T-side setup.
Karrigan and Brokey are going to push up through bathrooms here. They're going to give up on long and they're going to search and see if they can equalize. So with Karrigan leading the charge here and Brokey overseeing.
No, this is a crucial frag and he's lost it.
Oh, dear.
coldzera was supposed to be the bodyguard, but he gets the trade late. Elevated position enabling the one-on-one.
Well, bomb's going back towards B now.
Yeah, if Karrigan goes down. Oh, great hold. ZTR's provided another. Brokey for a crucial trade, and he will find it cleanly, but the bomb's on its way B. Cold will have to ready himself for war.
He needs to play a bit forward.
Yeah.
You'd fall into a trap where you think you have an AWP and you want to play a passive line, but 3 rifles. They don't know where they are right now.
He can get so much info. There's so much room for him to take some angles. He's actually kind of in limbo right now. He doesn't know if they're walking up. They could be close.
Could be perfect.
Pillar could work.
Especially with Brokey baiting. They've gambled over towards B now. It's the right call.
Here we go. Missed shot into the site. Brokey does provide. Need 2 more though. A clutch required. And he hasn't chosen to drop just yet. Elevated over the rail. Anti-flash. Oh, it's actually eaten. He may have gotten down undetected though. He's going fast. Does catch one. Great shot, but Nork immediate response. NIP back with a 5th. With a vengeance.
Oof, oof, oof. Well, another close round, and this is a back and forth affair, 6-5 now.
I wonder what they were chatting about, but I think Brokey was just wondering if the Hail Mary collateral had come down. He hit that shot. If only Nork's shoulder had been a little touch closer, but that's timeout. In victory, they take a timeout. Is this just to do with the fact that you might want to get some juggling, util, make sure everyone has what they desire?
I think also to talk through the buy of the CTs as well, right? It can be hard to lose track of what they have, what type of buy we're looking at.
Is Plopsky pre-aiming trig? No, it's a reaction shot.
Yeah, so Rain a little bit, well, unfortunate there. He was set up for success. The bait and switch setup, you'd like to grab one. But considering this started with that opening, FaZe did a good job of making this a competitive round.
It really wasn't far off the collat. Look.
Oh!
Look.
Okay, no wonder he asked the question.
Look! What?
Sorry, what? I guess thinking about the angle, it's not a direct.
It's like when you do the diagonal wall bangs and you get 0 damage.
Yeah, it would have, I guess, just off to the side. So
what?
Unfortunate there.
I'm really glad we got the replay. Wouldn't have seen that if you guys hadn't have been listening to the chat. Great stuff. Karrigan? Oh my lord, he could take an AWP out here, but Nork, he's prepared. And that was a real viable opportunity to find impact with the MP9, and that's product of their buy here, Chad.
And another opening kill for NIP, right? And one that cannot be traded on right now. Dropping back to a more passive setup.
FaZe looks screwed here.
They're going for the triple boost, right? So this is going to be maybe too late. NIP are getting ready.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like you're about to...
Have to be quick.
Okay, chance for a transfer. Plopsky, how do you react so quick? And now they're trapped in graffiti. You're going to get locked in by util and bullets, and they can't leave that smoke. Only death awaits you on the other side of that grey screen. Rain has nothing to contribute in this one. Ah, it's an elephant. The other question Jason asked me was, what stuffed animal is in party? I thought it was a teddy bear. Apparently it's a pink elephant.
A pink elephant.
Yeah. You can see it just there on the
just hiding
under the ninjas in pajamas.
Next to the esky, what do you call the coolers?
I think we call it a cooler or a cool box.
Okay.
Ice box.
Okay. All right.
You call it an
esky.
Esky, like Eskimo?
I'm not sure of the origins. That sounds right, but I think it's just a brand. You know, it's how we call it like a Hoover, but it's a vacuum.
Do you know one of those that surprised me was sellotape? It's actually sticky tape. Sellotape's just a brand.
Yeah, and in Oz I called it sticky tape.
You did?
Yeah.
It's always been sellotape in my British brain.
I call I call a cellular telephone device. That's the official terminology.
Is that what you call it in Australia? It's like, hey man, I'm just gonna pass my cellular telephone. I can't do it. I'm gonna cancel that. I'm embarrassed for how long I'd committed to it, actually.
No, it's all right. I enjoyed that one.
Cool. Well, we got an M4 for Rain. We saw him save it, and that's the only thing to really get celebrating for FaZe Clan into our 13th. He's going to try and be the hero, heading towards the underpass for early impact, and there will be contact. Molly's dropped. Oh, Rain. It's not an easy repeat. There could be so many angles using Brokey to bait the crosshair, but Plopsky's always good for that first. Another NIP double open. Does well to land the dink there. Makes it costly for ZTR, but yet to be converted upon. 2 in toilets, Twist and Cold.
All right, Cold. Let's get this one done and dusted, shall we? Round number 14 awaits. Cold goes down. Nork gets the kill. 6-7 in favor of NIP on their map choice here. Very, very respectable first half. We do have Train coming up next. That was picked by FaZe. I'm surprised we didn't see Mirage after NIP had a bit of a blunder against ENCE.
Good point, especially considering FaZe's Mirage looked really convincing.
Yeah, a map that they seem to be comfortable on, but maybe trying to take NIP to a more unfamiliar battleground. Inferno the third there, you can see at the top right of your screen. But as we get back underway, no AWP for FaZe to contest. NIP win this one. They could be looking at a 9-6 half. Loss bonus will be, I believe, 2,900 in the next. So there will be pennies to work with.
A different setup, same intentions of Long.
This is going to be a slow one with the bomb down in limbo here. Just setting up some nades right now. RNIP. Nobody home to receive these. So information now will fall to FaZe. There are 2 players over towards sewer. Long setup again.
Oh, wow. They are taking space.
Yeah, and this is where Carrigan's job is very difficult, right? He, as the rotate player, the one that I highlighted earlier, needs to know how long those gaps could be open for and the awareness of this type of a creep. He is not aware and he's seen nothing.
Oh, caught out. That's the walk. That's the creep. And Nork ready for the creep of Rain. Oh, wow. Turn of the tide here. Rez has the sight. The bomb is surging forward. Twist has managed to catch Plopsky, but there's another on the site. Through the flames. He wants to try and take initiative. You can't blame him, but it does cost him his life. And just like that, another round fizzles out for FaZe.
Should be a save. I think going for this one, a lot taller of a task than the 2-on-3 they attempted earlier. Cold and Twist will want to hold on to these M4s. With that loss bonus I just spoke about, they'll be able to drop across FAMASs or MP9s, maybe even an M4 from Twist if he grabs another kill. But NIP, they've set themselves up. Power position here in the first half. And this is a must-win game for both teams. This group is going to be highly contested down to the wire. We've been speaking about how we'll separate them on the final day of play for Group B. But with how some of these results have gone, it's only clear to me that Mouse Sports are in a lot of trouble. Everybody else is in contention. Top 3 go through. Bomb goes off, they will save. And that gives FaZe at least something to work with here for the final round of the first half. Maybe some more initiative as a team, like a complete all-in type of biff or battle. 4 players going aggressive A, 2 long. Maybe 2 up towards the fountain position, have 1 guy anchoring B, and just hope that they don't decide to go towards the second letter of the alphabet.
Props to Rez for holding the molly push. Another player could easily got caught out by that. Caught out.
How's that? Niche references for about 4 or 5 countries that actually play cricket.
Cricket's not niche, is it?
I think so.
Damn.
The American audience has no idea what we're talking about.
Oh dear. Carrigan's got a lot to do. Does convert. Oh, it was a crucial one. ZTR's bullet does find Carrigan first.
I think they also heard Brokey scoping up towards bathrooms, so there is a chance they are well aware of this setup. Rotation hasn't been pulled away from B, and Rez Well, he's about to find a lot of information here.
He loves finding this space. Swedes are switched on in that respect. I think Brokey's gotten a whiff of him, and it's the necessary shot. Dirty stuff. He says there's no one home. Grabs himself an AK-47 for his troubles.
Needs to get over to B. Needs to get there now.
Cold and Twist. Very passive setup here. And ZTR, if he goes down, that's all their util. Put in the ground. One more spray from Cold's not there.
Oh!
Twist makes a meal of it. And Brokey gonna have to try and do his very best to overcome the odds here.
No kit for this retake.
Yeah, no fun. And against AWP, vulnerable to a lot of different angles, hoping to catch him as he... Whoa. Oh, he does perhaps catch a glimpse. Lurking in the smoke. Does he wait it out?
There's no time for this, though.
He's hunting Nork. This is great. He has got time for this if he gets it now. Oh, just as it fades, Nork converts. Nicely done. Ninjas certainly do seem to have sharpened their shuriken. Let's see how Overpass's second half shapes up when we return.
Hey Future Pros, back to Overpass with a frilly flash. This one will blind opponents playing in B water. To do this flash, crouch and position yourself so you're looking at this line. Throw the flash and it will bounce and pass straight through the window. With luck, you'll be received with 5 flash players all waiting for your judgment.
I think regarding the experience in our team, we have a lot of like everyone is almost young. Like I think Frederick is Res is the oldest one now, and he's 22, 23. Just turned 23, I think maybe. So it's obviously very hard now when Twist went away because he was the experienced guy. He's played CS forever. Like I remember watching him when I just bought CS. I watched some pro games and he played. So. And with the CTR as well, like he's so inexperienced that like we miss experience for sure in our team, in my opinion. And the only thing you can do is you see what the time gives us.
Six to 9, our first half of the first series of the day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're watching from. Chad Sponge Birchall, a human being with a voice, hands, legs, the other things.
2 eyes, ears,
hair. Some of that's still left.
Not sure if I'm losing it or not, but we tend not to talk about that these days. as the teams right now have some interesting buys. Just note that Karrigan and Cold have both got smokes, flashes, and they've dropped P250. So very selfless, as we have the 1x bet odds at the top of your screen, still favoring FaZe Clan here.
Ah, man, these P250s really have come into a meta of their own. There's very few T-pistols. We don't see at least one or two. The sacrifice of...
They're just allowing Twist to search. Like, he's just been given freedom. He's down the dog park and Karrigan's let him off the leash. Hasn't even called his name. Rain's doing the same thing. They've just put their 2 entry fraggers out to do exactly that.
Go find. Plopsky did catch a couple of those P250 rounds.
I cannot believe how much space both players have just taken and put pressure on NIP here. Now a claustrophobic setup. Tucked in very passive. Hampus is the most forward member.
Shoot, they're boosted on B as well. Like, they will have nothing other than Plopsky for this one. And Rain. Visible. Plopsky, hearing pins pulled and taking a duel, is eventually won out by FaZe. Into the site now. 1 flank, 2 from Bank. Hampus onto Cold, needs to finish off the job, and oh, he denies the plant to go the shot. What is that from Hampus? He can even find a third, he does! He's doing it all. Cold trying to save the day. He has made it competitive. Brokey can't go down. A couple of cursory shots, 25 seconds, he needs backup, he needs it now. Cold, where are you? Brokey does get himself out of trouble. It's only Rez, and he can't handle it. Hampus' heroics denied and silenced. Another double kill respectively. Brokey and Cold both providing 2 kills apiece.
That one got very, very dicey. You have to question, how much does Hampus need to do, right? The fact that he's come up there, pipped the timing, Cold's meant to be watching the flank, gets 3 kills, denies the plant, and then everybody else falls. So Hampus is still smiling about that one regardless. They'll force buy in, and if they can do what FaZe did to them on the second round, well, we're on for a very competitive affair here. Galil's 3 of which, UMP, Mac-10, that's the buy from FaZe. Scout for Nork, Deagles, and Plopsky with a CZ75. Here's the Scout flashed off the line. Nork has to drop on back, and going through the paces will be FaZe Clan here.
Yeah, when we talk about fundamentals, it's Scouts being flashed like that on second round force buys.
Just making sure that you're not giving up anything, right? Because we know how deadly these tags can be. A Deagle bullet to the body, a Scout bullet to the body. Well, you got to walk around like you're on eggshells after that. Bit of noise in connector here as they go to take control of one of the more deadly initial parts of territory. Deep smoke over from Karrigan. That is going to disallow the line of sight from around Dice Box to the walk-up. So
the jump for info no longer is a jump for info.
Exactly. So now the avenue, it could be walking up bathrooms, could be walking up behind the smoke, or it could be both, which is currently what FaZe are working with.
Now, Karrigan surely, accommodated for the fact that they could be stacking at this point. They could have pushed B for info, you could be putting into 4 Deagles, so I presume they're expecting the SMGs...
Well, they have to call stop here.
...and the util to find the necessary frags. Rez has gone down. Another on Optimus. Trying to thread the needle is Hampus. He's struggling to find a connection. My lord. On the repeat, he sees 3 bodies. Great spray control from Plopsky, using the smoke for the reload. He's got 12 more bullets to try and find damage, and they are getting tagged up.
Oh!
It was a chance. Now I'm afraid it fades. Rain has a perfect sitting duck. And he'll go ahead and collect that. Get a little Szechuan sauce on it.
Duck, duck, goose.
Now that was a game.
Wasn't it?
You sat in a circle.
You tapped them on duck.
Duck, duck. And when you said goose, they had to catch you, and you ran around the circle.
I don't know what the end goal was.
Actually, I'd be up for that now.
Adult, duck, duck, goose.
What do you say? First LAN event back. We do playground games with all the pros.
Okay.
All right, come on, Rez. It's hopscotch. Come on.
4 square.
No, one leg. That's great. Skipping next.
Oh, dearie me. Will be the eco from NIP now. And just to note, it felt like they were going for a similar option as what Vitality did against FaZe the other day when they limped that smoke out towards front site. I actually noted when Vitality did it, what they... Oh, triple boost. Hold up a second. Rush, catch this one.
Well, I haven't seen this one before. He's got a USP. And a dream. It's quite a weird angle. Like, let's see it from...
Yeah, let's stick with this.
Yeah, from Rez's POV. You can even call the info on mid.
Hey, Rez, don't dismantle, please.
Brokey's gonna have...
Come on, Brokey.
Yeah, just for us, bro. You can win the round.
Yeah, plan B, but come on, Brokey. Come on.
No. He's underneath. Okay.
Come back.
Yeah. Try and communicate that one. Where is he? Long?
There's one fountain.
Might be fountain. Underpass, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was silence.
Silence USP.
No idea.
All right, it's all good. Bombs down. FaZe get the round. That was fun.
That was fun. Overpass has been the map I've seen the most of those triple boost game changers. There's so many. Let me think. You've got T-Spawn. You've got
one.
Long, off, not anymore. Res.
There's a bunch at long as well.
Yeah. You've got the graffiti one. There's 5 triple boosts I can think of at the top of my head.
We can do, it's not a triple boost per se, but if you boost 2 guys on top of Sandbag at short and then boost on that guy's head, you can see a little bit into backyard.
You can peek like the Hampus, barrel.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this is what they did. You can see that they're just using that little clipping to make sure he's leaning into the right-hand side of that clip brush. Boop, boop, boop.
It's got to feel nice to get away with a cheeky one of those. USP's only your triple boost works. It's not all in vain. Orp out for Nork, Kit for Rez. High on the other side, Brokey's got his big green. Maybe he's happy he went down. Might be operating with the UMP this round otherwise.
Cold, responsible for early water control, and he does take it by force, just straight through the smoke. A little brazen, a little brave. No absence of testosterone there. They got this 3-man lean monster.
Yeah, they've already used quite a few of their smokes, right? We see the first smoke come out just to stop the rushes, but they've already used a second. 2 more will remain. And CTR getting pushy with Plop Dog.
Yeah.
Karrigan, you're in trouble.
Oh, dead man walking, and ZTR provides one as well. CT aggressions. Overpass is known for CT aggressive maneuvers, but not as clean as that one.
It is insane that that has become an in vogue maneuver, right? The fact that that one is so popular, see teams doing it time and time again. You don't think there's many aggressive options through that little monster tunnel.
You don't, but the byproduct of it is so interesting is because you prove you can do it, and now on your default, you have to have someone staring at that smoke. Because as soon as your smoke fades, you can keep smoking monster as much as you want or staring at the smoke, but as soon as it fades and you've had someone lurking in it, you've got the stack. You're running into a stack on the other side of the map. It is a powerful maneuver. It's justified. Pop flash is cool too, but not going to be too much of an issue for these Ts as they do flood in, and already they just get sent out. CTR triple kill. There you have it. Double digits. NIP take 10.
The thing with those moves, right, we've seen a triple boost and then off the back of that, the aggressive maneuver just there. You need to have a plethora of different options to go for aggressive moves like that to find picks on the CT side. Because if you're playing a style and the other team is great on executes and they're winning these set pieces into B, or they're playing out these late rounds, especially like what a lot of these CIS teams do, and you haven't been able to go aggressive and find an opening pick, you will be getting executed on, or you will be getting these situations where you're getting clamped in on from all over the map. So NIP taking some initiative, taking the direction of the game, and well, pushing FaZe down to a hodgepodge buy. Deagles and AK-47s, utility not great. Karrigan making space quickly on his lonesome here. Can't apply too much pressure because of their own smokes, but they've wanted to corral for connector control as well as party, and they get exactly that now. They may worm up through the smokes and try to play a bit of a timing here. Well, there's that gap. They've walked on through to the divider.
Rez baited in. Nork, though, holds his line and does hit his shot.
4 players on A already for NIP. They've read this one well.
Yeah, they're trying to pivot back. Plopsky's calling it all clear for now.
Think about the gap that's left. If they just go straight up Sandbag into the site, sure, they're clamped on him, but they might get the bomb down. ZTR rotating over. He will get there in time to spot Sandbag.
They're in. That was all it took. Faked out beautifully. Not going to be an easy conversion. Plopsky reveals he's coming in from Monster. That's going to lock one in.
He's going to take some fights.
And they do. They win out on the fight. That's such a relief of pressure, Chad. The valve is fully released.
They even pick up another rifle here.
Okay. This is shaping up for a problem for NIP. Rez has been quiet. Flash this time. It's EZTR for looking for impact. He swings up on the ramp and Rain beheads him. Rez trades. Needs a second. Time ticking. It's getting awkward. That's the frag they needed. Now pressure onto the Ts. Oh. Overwhelmed. Rez overwhelmed with another, in fact. The lineup's there, though. And they get knocked off it. They have a kit on Hampus. It's Nork on it, though. He's picked it up in time. And NIP weather the storm. My God, the boat is half wrecked. The mast is in the sea. But 11 for NIP. And FaZe, that would have been such a new injection of life and cash into their T side.
Yeah, that was a very, very tight round. I thought they may have done enough there when they took that fight against Plopsky. Meant they could all train their attention towards the CTs pushing in, but Rez reacting perfectly. Had a quiet game, but this is impact. Look at that, 3 huge kills. Able to get NIP their 11th and put FaZe just down to Deagles with no armor, with no utility behind it. So the call out of spawn is, let's get some picks. Let's lop some heads off. Let's use these Deagles for what they were designed to do. Damage done early. Molly is good. Nade, even better. Down to 8 HP. Brokey swallows that one.
Only one member of FaZe has not taken damage already. Rez wins out his first duel. There is a little bit of a chance for a Karrigan element of surprise. Rez is contained.
Okay, well, that should be the round, right? All that early damage. If it was just FaZe Deagles, at every chance I'd be like, there is a moment. You know, just that one kill. But now, low HP, rattled already, 2 players dead, a minute on the clock.
Like, NIP would have to try really hard to throw this one.
Well, that's a good start. Surely that's it.
Yeah. No stress.
I'm stressed. I don't know how the players feel.
Orc did go down with the, was it a jump peek headshot? Those are the spiciest of the meatballs. Burning even more so. It's just a light tickle onto Cold's toes. They smoke long for the isolate and focus their attention on toilets. One more Deagle headshot is in there, and that's where it stops. Hampus stops it before it does run amok. NIP 12, FaZe Clan 9.
Hampus, more like he's the Champus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Champus.
I don't know, it came into my brain and I said it.
Here's the Brokey one. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
And we see Twist going down alongside Cold to finish it off. This is going to be a very telling round of how competitive our final few rounds will be.
I'm a bit worried for FaZe here. They don't have everything they need. They don't have the AWP to help control that long area of the map here, so we'll have to operate with 5 AK-47s. And FaZe need to be on notice about these aggressive maneuvers, so this time sewer control. Haven't been seeing that same connector biff as usual.
True. It's played out very differently to the typical overpass.
The door is blown off and Rain has taken space. ZTR just cleared close, so maybe not expecting anybody to be up this far. Setting up for a boost now, Rain and Cold 0. There isn't... Okay,
Ooh.
Rez, very aggressive.
Haven't seen a FaZe opening kill in some time.
It has felt like a while. Now Rain's lining up a nade, lobs that one out. Not going to net him anything. There are players towards barrel now. If they do boost, there is a chance. But Plopsky has been ready for these type of plays.
Yeah, well, he just seems so reactive. Like, he's so quick to process the new information and adjust. They are ready for this boost, and the smoke might encourage them. Rain just really wants to make sure that the short push doesn't completely destabilize the round, and you can't fault him for it.
There's no one at barrel now, so...
Not worth.
Oh!
Plopsky.
This is going to be dicey.
Yeah, he's trying to nutmeg just as the smoke fades.
Re-smoke. 30 seconds.
And he does hit the headshot. 1 for 1 into the site now. Pressure mounting. Twist not planting. And he's going to get pressured. They have to win this duel. They have to stop Hampus. And they have. The bomb will go down. He took one with him. CTR's advancing, and that is an important duel. He's won it out.
It's low.
Heart still beating. Nork with only the AWP. Brain's been found. ZTR, another huge frag. Brokey can clutch it. Nork with only an AWP, but they know where he is now. What are you supposed to do about this? He baits the shot, jiggles it out. Nork's isolated, forces him off the bomb, and there you have it. Brokey, cool, calm, and collects the 10th.
Brokey yesterday on Inferno was an absolute animal with the AWP. Now here on Overpass, 21 kills to his name. A big clutch. A very big clutch there from Brokey. They needed that one.
It's almost like if Plopsky had waited a second longer, that could have gray screened the second fragger. It was really cool timing. Like, throw the smoke from your teammate, peek as the other one fades. It was nearly dreamy. Hard to get it pinpoint perfect, though. You'd have to account for travel time, bounces. Nearly perfect.
This round that Brokey's just stolen away for FaZe Clan has a lot of ramifications here. NIP, their money, it's around that 3K mark. So we know a full buy isn't possible, and it also means that they can buy next round if they just take a light investment here. So this is FaZe Clan's chance to get 11. But they want to keep as many bodies alive as possible. So for FaZe, get the round, keep everybody alive. For NIP, just be annoying. Just keep them frazzled, right? Don't allow them to start to stabilize. Don't let them think they get it easy. Make those deagles do a lot of damage. Keep the comms high intensity.
I'm convinced as well that partnered with what you were just saying, you know, making this round as painful as possible. I think Hampus has just played the Mind Games card. It's a special trap card.
Okay.
He said HF in the chat.
Ooh.
So now if I'm FaZe, I'm sitting there going, why is he saying have fun? This is just another round. Does that mean he's bought? Have they bought? What's happening here? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying Hampus is playing 5D backgammon and we're all peasants in comparison.
I feel like a peasant. I try to look like a peasant as well.
Yeah, man, you just keep rolling out of bed. It's ridiculous. Unacceptable, to be honest. Well, mind games aren't going to work when you're dead.
Yeah, for the record, a lot of people ask how I do my hair. The answer is, don't do anything.
That's the secret.
Grow it out.
Yeah. You don't wash it too often.
Wash it about once a year.
Don't put too much shampoo in it.
For the record, when I say wash it once a year, what I mean is I wet it. I just don't use any soapy products.
That was the one hair tip I got from my granddad, who's got a lovely, luscious head of hair at an old age. His tip was just don't use those chemically shampoos. The sodium laureth or whatever it's called, the thing they use to make the bubbles, is actually quite a strong chemical, and your hair is pretty healthy on its own.
All right. Well, we aren't experts. Ask your doctor.
Yeah, by the way, this is not, you know, life or hair advice. This is Counter-Strike. Casters stop talk, OMG.
Some people do have nice hair, though.
They do. I mean, one of those is still alive in the server. It's Mr. Twist, the magnificent Van Dulkin. Magical not only in the fibers of his hair, but also with his crosshair.
All right, round number 11, FaZe, they've got it.
I wish you'd have commentated it though, Chad.
Sorry, man.
Damn it.
Yeah, missing those 2 deaths of Rez and Hampus. That's the difference maker here as Twist, door swings open, Carrigan will get both. Nork does get a kill onto Rain, so they wanted it clean. 4, that'll have to do here for FaZe.
Yeah, just the one Galil does mean that Rain will probably get gifted over an AK-47 and everyone's going to be happy as Larry. Who is he? What's his secret?
Trying to think if I know any Larrys.
I honestly don't. I think
Don't know any Larrys.
It's an expression from a generation when there was a lot of Larrys, I imagine.
Is Larry short for something? Leonard?
Larold.
Larold, okay.
Yeah, that's the official one.
I've noted that ZTR in a lot of these games, when his money is skimp, he goes for the UMP. And let's see if he's able to work with it here, because the rifles are out in a big way on the other side. This could be the turning point for FaZe Clan in map number 1. They get this one. Maybe they can start running away with the remainder of this half.
Very early 5-man lean fountain side. So unless the CT pushes for info, this kind of hinges on Rez and his balance he looks to strike here. Passive for now. Double long hold. Hampus rotates in to support. Rez is feeling the pressure already. FaZe are willing to wait this one out.
Yeah, they understand what puzzle piece they're working with here, FaZe, right? They've given up long. Not worried about that. Oh, they should have worried about Rez.
Yeah, well, they were staring at it for so long. He just bides his time. Patience is so key. Nork has struck another. Looking good.
Oh!
Tags him in. Hampus finds them, and it is all NIP. Everybody drops. CTR can't make it perfect. Unfortunately, though, for Rain, the bomb is on A. He hits another clean headshot.
There's so much time for this, though. 37 seconds. Maybe there's a chance.
Yeah, he suspects long is a possibility. He might just want to try, kind of charge, bull rush into Rez, and he's done it. Not going to find it. Crosshair wasn't far off. NIP, 3 rounds now separate them from a victory on their map pick.
Yeah, you could see there, right, by going out through bathrooms, that they're funneling into the site, but NIP were happy to do that. So both teams, when you look top down at the map, it can be very deceiving, right? It looks like, okay, well, we have to comb through long and bathrooms all at the same time, apply pressure, do the full map press, and then hit the bomb site when we know that they're on the back foot. Well, you can circumnavigate that, right? You can go, well, if they're long, we'll go up bathrooms, and we'll smoke off long. Well, they didn't smoke off long, and Nork made their life very, very difficult, as they will be buying. This is a really important round here.
Yeah, crucial round and ready. Hampus' aggressive maneuver has been met by Lead, the Galil of Rain. Body shots him down, and now first blood to be converted. FaZe have that advantage. It seems that they want that, once again, monster push.
Oh, cold to wear this time, spamming through.
It's enough to perhaps deter them.
Well, they even pushed all the way.
All the way on the reload. Cold has no info on this.
Oh dear, this smoke's going to give it away though.
It does give it away, but it will slow them down. Like, what's that going to do to the game plan? Yeah. Scrap that. Karrigan, though, catches long aggression. This is premium. Premium real estate lost now. And they're going to have to gamble stack. This is so dreamy for FaZe. They cannot afford to lose another single body. The rest of this should be a formality at this point. It's just a question of execution.
Oh, holding the shift key, Plopsky and Nork, so they're not aware if they've lost complete control, but that utility that's just been limped on out, that is more telling, right? NIP are able to work with that. Oh, they don't have control of bathrooms. Oh, they don't have control of long just yet. We can take our time, have a bit of a breath. Karrigan lining up another nerdy smoke. Look at this one.
Is that the long end from Party? That's so cool.
So he's done a lot with that.
I mean, that's just going to make them gobble the bait even more.
If Nork caught the trajectory, might know that it is from a different angle. He's clearing out long now with the boost.
Oh, they're actually going A, but oh, look at this.
Cold's in B, so he's calling this clear. They're bringing the bomb back now.
As they rotate back to B.
Oh, NIP are going to be in the right place at the right time.
They're actually in the right place. It's all graffiti, though. Cold has the element of surprise. But look at the damage they can inflict.
8 seconds.
Cold only 2. Brokey does get the plant, but my God, is this a mess? A disaster has struck, a misread, a strong rotation. Nork and Brokey locking horns.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he reveals where he's coming from.
He's trying to get away to Monster now.
Yeah, he's just holding that crouch key as hard as he can on the way back out. Oh, a missed shot. Nork had a chance. He's got another one. Time's still ticking. No kit, though, but he's hit the shot in time. Oh. And just like that, Nork with more impact on the bat pick of the Ninjas.
3v5. That's what the situation was. A 3-on-5 for FaZe. They couldn't have been in a better position.
You can see it was actually just that false info. I mean, it's not false at the time.
Oh, and the molly missed.
But Cold saying, B's clear, boys, B's clear. It must be a stack A. But as those words are coming out of his mouth, 3 CTs have their knife out after boosting over the long smoke and calling it clear.
Oh, dearie me.
Ay, ay, ay.
That is a huge round.
Yeah, look at the celebrations there. I can't fault them. Stockholm gets just a little louder. And quite the contrary for FaZe Clan's communications. They are going to have to stomach what will just be the half buy. It does put them into contention for the overtime if they don't find the Hail Mary success here in the 26th.
Yeah, next round they're going to be looking at 2,400 as the loss bonus. So just making sure that they're going to have roughly that 4K mark or just under for some of the players. They really need a plant off of this. In FaZe, we haven't seen them do anything super fast onto B. Now with these pistols, that could be the time to do exactly that. Over they go, Cold Zero lobbing out an early smoke. That one's the one-way. They've thrown the one-way into Monster here, so let's see if they can profit off of this. ZTR's aware.
Yeah, he's going to find the gap, surfs his way up. And they're on their way.
Good flashes.
Good, great suppressing flashes. 2 for FaZe, 3 for FaZe. Just like that, they fall into the site. Hampus can save them. Needed another. Karrigan denies it with a recovered M4. It's all on res. A smoke, a kit, and a dream. 3 to find. They are under-equipped, but they're already dug into this after plant. We were talking about playing for overtime, but just a half investment and some great pistol connections. Now res. Oh, he's so low. One more bullet will seal the deal. FaZe are back, baby, and they are battling to close out this map in regulation.
Oh, dearie me. The fact they pulled a little pocket strat onto the B site. NIP even responded accordingly, right? I think ZTR playing close to the one-way smoke on Monster. That's the right decision. You know that they're going to try and lurk around that, look for a little bit of a pick. Unfortunately, it was the full commit. And you can see just those flashes that were coming in the early stages left Rez in a very difficult retake. Just picking and pivoting all around the site. Eventually, they whittle him down 14 to 12 now, and NIP, their money is in the bin, and they've had to force buy.
I saw 1,400. I suppose it makes sense.
Yeah, well, Rez has the scout, so does Nork. Once again, you've heard us highlight how potent these can be with the tags, especially at long ranges.
This is a hard-fought game, man. This Group B, individual hero plays will be felt all the way through the bracket.
Well, one scout's just been heard, right? So FaZe are aware of what type of buy. Karrigan lobbing out a smoke.
Nerd.
He seems to have so many smokes, like, for everything.
If anyone's not aware as well, he's got this new series on YouTube. He's been doing kind of Karrigan School of Counter-Strike.
Great, actually.
It's a wealth of knowledge that is very easy to consume. Recommend to a friend.
They go towards B. 3 players are more focused in on this monster side. ZTR surfing. Hanging 10 right here. Another smoke's been lobbed on out. And again, FaZe pivot. The late round decision making, it was their undoing.
Yeah, let's just not second guess ourselves on this one, yeah?
Still 4 players B. Rez could get overwhelmed here. The scout, not the weapon for the job. Here they come.
Oh, he didn't get anything on that peak, and now he does. A tag. They know he's there. Once he's gone, though, he's done good damage. There's 2 scout bullets now lodged into the FaZe clan members, so Deagles and 5-7s are in a position to find a connection. Nork trying to get the stunt shot.
Yeah, it should be the save, right? Because
Let's go again.
Yeah, just like as if we've restarted the game. Assume that first round we saw where FaZe won with only pistols was the pistol round, and now NIP's money is in that same state, right? So they get the 1400, now they're going to get themselves the 1900, but having these saved over guns, it's going to be enough to make them competitive again, not giving FaZe an easy street. So just hanging out, having a chat, loitering, waiting for that bomb to go off. Have a menagerie of weapons here, right? It's the Deagle for Hampus, ZTR with the 5-7, Plopsky with that CZ, and Nork onto the Scout. So still very deadly. But it has allowed FaZe to get back in contention here on map number 1, all the way down to the wire. Looks like we're guaranteed the 30 rounds.
Rez did land the tag. Does well to just wound Carrigan, but nothing there for the conversion. And just like that, FaZe have managed to post 13. So you saved your stuff. You're staring down the barrel of potential equalizer here. This one is far from over.
Not too much they can talk through right now. It's obvious they're going to buy next round, but maybe for a Gambit play, we saw the triple boost towards long where Rez got a kill, for example. So maybe they have a couple of other gimmicks like that they can try and apply right now, because they can still rattle FaZe. FaZe are aware of what just happened. They know that those upgraded pistols have been saved across. They knew that they took 1 scout away. So that's about all the information that they have, that there is going to be a threatening round ahead of them here. Worked on a little bit of residual cash by keeping the majority of their players alive. So this is looking good for FaZe now to go the distance. Up pressure under every moment. Twists early utility out just to deal with any aggression. Boost over towards B from Hampus and co. Just going through their paces here. You want to feel out this stack. You do not want to get caught off guard. Be diligent with your utility, and that is perfect. Double nades land. Hampus and ZTR down to half HP immediately.
Sick call. You know what's happened there is they've gone, what would you do if you had armor and a Deagle and wanted an early pick?
Maybe boost.
Maybe boost.
Yeah.
Throw 2 nades at it. Unconfirmed, 100 damage.
The only problem is the scout. Is the only issue I see, and now they know it's long, so Carrigan immediately is going to be aware of which direction they should be sending their forces, what type of utility they need to use. Just Rez with that USP in the tip of bathrooms. So almost playing this like a gun round NIP.
Yeah, Cold was doing a lot of talking there, Chad. I was looking at his picture.
Okay.
Lots of talking from Cold. He's still going. Look at him. He's calling something. He wants them back at B. His squad has arrived. Rain through underpass to control short, and that's
NIP are rotating again. Rez just cleared out party.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have all their pieces in the right place. This is
a brawl.
This could get messy. It's about FaZe and their procedures here.
Oh, too good from Twists.
Double entry. Smoked off now. A Deagle could have changed things, but it's Twist third instead.
Yeah, you can see as soon as they get the space, utility comes in to make sure they don't get any more damage. Hold up a second. A little bit more.
Yeah, bite your tongue. It's just a little extra. A sprinkling of additional spice. And Nork will go down. Didn't have to worry too much. Wanted to try and find something before he left. 14 for FaZe. Okay, we are back even. And this game now hinges on the following 2 rounds. Oh, and it's not even pretty for the CTs. You have a couple of sacrifices. Yeah, it's either low util or a FAMAS.
No kit.
FaZe have got everything they could desire and more.
The no kit. That's the nasty part, right? Because there's no AWP, which means they're not going to be able to put as much pressure forward, meaning they're likely to give up a site. Well, FaZe dealt with the back-to-back upgraded pistols. Now they have to deal with the big guns. Not hugely scary here, and I think running out of moves are NIP. I spoke about Hampus, the in-game leader, to step up when the chips are down. This could be time for him to have another miraculous multi-kill.
Rez plants his feet.
Rez.
He does call for the support of Nork. No AWP, just the M4. Smoke towards Banana could work out nicely. They both got one.
Rain's more forward on this than normal.
Pop flash, yeah. Couldn't catch them here. The Molly really awkward, nearly a double. Nork saves himself, but caught with a pin pull. That's 2 frags now, spelling trouble for the Ninjas. Rotate, you have to. Carrigan knows it. You have to pull out your knife. They could be surging onto the site. ZTR does seem to be aware that it's a possibility, but he's going to be calling for help about now.
Plopsky doesn't know where to go. Back and forth, up and down the stairs he runs.
Oh, and it's a perfect flash. They're into the site. Vision now restored, and oh, wow, the damage is huge. Plopsky's caught a dink as well. ZTR doing damage. Hampus fills the feed.
No.
Oh, dear, no. FaZe collapse. Wow. And they leave us breathless. NIP get the 15th on the board purely in duels on that site. Everyone wins their fight.
Oh boy, and I cannot believe NIP have pulled 2 rounds like that, just out of their ass, right? It feels like they shouldn't be winning these ones. This was great. I love how they were more forward from FaZe Clan, trying to isolate this. You can see Rez is like, get me the hell out of here. Nork obliges, takes down his teammate. But just in transition, FaZe have no utility left for this. They think they're clearly going to get into the site off rotations alone. That's not the case. NIP fight, and NIP secure 15.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker for FaZe Clan. You find 2 opening frags, and it's getting worse. Plopsky twists the knife. He's taken down the head of the snake, and now FaZe Clan writhe awkwardly.
Oh, they haven't invested anything over towards A early either. They might just...
No. Don't say all in.
I think they're just going to really push the issue over towards B, looking for a pick now, because they cannot go back towards A with any confidence. Long could have been pushed.
You're right.
Fountain could have been pushed.
Rez could be sitting there waiting for you.
They can have all the info, so FaZe have to park the bus here and see if they can find a frag. Cold working into sewer now. Rain, at least he has connector control, but still, how awkward is it for him to take all of these fights on his lonesome?
Yeah, he's taken a lot of gambles here, and actually just going to be dropping the smoke they've thrown as they progressed A. It's the same kind of smoke. You can see that is at least going to plant the feet of those A defenders. I say that. We'll see. Plopsky thinks better of his rotation.
And Rez is now seeking for info, so he's about to call bathrooms clear. Rez is literally just playing for info here.
And ZTR, crucial frag. He's found another. He provides. But it's Brokey and Twists, keeping it competitive. A 3-on-3 overtime hinges on these 3 frags, or NIP can take their map pick. Everything hanging in the balance. It's going to be Hampus. He reveals his location. A missed shot from Brokey costs him his life, and Twist, can you get your gun out in time? It's not enough. And the Ninjas in Pyjamas will take their map pick by a gnat's wing. Separated only by a round. We're not defusing yet, thank you very much. And so FaZe Clan fall. Ninjas in Pyjamas 1-0 in the series, starting their day off with a W.